how do you control your own emotions as an entrepreneur? Now, I don't know how other people control their own emotions, but let me share with you how I control my own emotion as an entrepreneur for over 25 years. I have been dealing with so many different people, different personalities, different issues, different matters, different situations. The ability to stay calm and able to handle different situations and different issues will determine how high do you fly as an entrepreneur. So the first thing to control your own emotions is to be aware what are the consequences if you don't handle your own emotions well. Let me explain. If you are overly reacting to certain things, if you get angry easily, if you get too emotional when bad things happen, what does that cost you? What are the consequences of that? The first thing you need to do is to be aware of the consequences. What if you do not handle your own emotion well? If today certain situation happen, or maybe someone says something very horrible to you, or maybe you have an argument with your partner, whatever that might be, and all of a sudden you become very emotional. And you become emotional not only within yourself, but you become emotional in front of other people. Think about the consequences. What are the consequences of that? Well, it could lead to lack of clarity. Your mind now is clouded. You're not thinking straight. You start to become very confused. And then it will lead to loss of movement, meaning loss of action. When somebody who's confused, they no longer want to do anything. They're not moving. They're not acting. They're not producing. They're not doing the basic fundamentals. Then eventually it will lead to loss of alignment. Alignment of business, alignment to your partner, alignment to your mentor, alignment with your leaders, alignment to life. Now it will lead to loss of income automatically. So once you're not aligned, once you're not acting, you're not doing anything, you're going to lead to loss of income. You're not making as much money. As a matter of fact, you're losing money. Then ultimately, it will lead to loss of confidence. When a man or woman lost their confidence, game is over. They will start to have a victim mentality. So the first thing you need to do is to really understand and be specifically aware. What are the specific consequences if you do not handle your own emotions well? And number two, perspective of life and business. Everything in life is perspective. A coin has two sides. It depends on which side of the coin you want to look at it. I chose to look at the best angle of that coin. I chose to look at the best angle of life and business, right? What did I learn from this situation? Even though this situation, rises unexpectedly, even though this person somehow, I done everything right and now we're no longer in partnership together. Maybe I lost a big deal to another competitor and I got very emotional, and that's fine. But what did I learn from it, right? How can I improve it so the next time I'm no longer making the same mistake again? And if I make this kind of mistakes, and if I can correct it, how big of a business and income can I make in the next few months once I correct this situation? Also, I like to look at other people who has less than me, who is not as lucky as me living in this country called America. That gives me a lot of perspective. And I bet there are so many people out there, they have a lot more severe problem and issue than majority of the people in the world. They are willing to trade their problem with yours, right? So that's why I constantly like to visit third world country, because every time when I visit a third world country, it gives me a lot of perspective and a different outlook in life. So the last pointer is, do you have any clarity in your life? Do you have any clarity in your business? That's a very important question that most people don't ask, and they don't even know the answer. Ask yourself a question. If you want to lead 100 sales leaders in your company, in your organization, and let's say you are the boss, you are the leader, are they willing to follow a guy like you with your current attitude, with your current emotion? What if you try to lead 1,000 leaders? What if you try to lead tens of thousands of leaders? Ask that question. With your current attitude and emotion, can you lead them? If you are someone who cries all the time, who get teary eyes all the time, and who react to everything all the time, who get angry every time, and you're not calm, are they willing to follow you? Are they willing to align with you? Now, I'm not saying that you should not be scared. I'm not saying that you cannot be frustrated. I am scared on a lot of things. I'm frustrated on a lot of things when I don't accomplish it. But you bet one thing, when I'm in front of my guys, I'm always very calm. Doesn't mean that I'm not scared inside. Doesn't mean that I'm not frustrated from time to time. Because we all have those kind of negative emotions. But overall, you got to get to a level where your mind has self-control. The people who want to lead a big organization, you got to have more self-control, more emotional control than a person who doesn't want to lead many people, right? So that's my tips on how to handle your own emotion well, all right? Hope that helps, guys. JW here, and see you next time. JW here. If you like my content, comment below and download my JW Just Win app. See you next time.